Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 5.4 standing split contralateral near foot rotation, meaning my right side and our right side, be on the same side as me, is facing my band squid tether point at about navel height. My near foot, my right foot is forward, and I'm putting the band, the yellow band, in my left hand. So you learn a lot in here. Contralateral simply means on the opposite side of the body, and you get a lot of benefits working sometimes on the same side, sometimes opposite side. In fact, it's important to vary it because that's real life. You know, it's not very often that you're walking around with even weight on both sides of the body. So it's important to train yourself to be able to have uneven resistance, and that's what we're doing right here. Now, if you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they've suggested some variation on this exercise, you want to make sure to follow that because that is there to optimize your program. Otherwise, this is a perfect starting place, so let's begin with that yellow band in your left hand. I like putting it in between my thumb and my forefinger just to extend the hand because sometimes it's nice to have that option in an exercise. Now, the standing split is a 4-foot stride length, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, one of the most important components of the standing split is that your front foot is using ground resistance to pull backwards. So if the floor were slippery, that foot would pull backwards just like that. That's important because that's igniting your hamstrings, your glutes of that front leg, of that leg that you put most of your body weight on. I want you to imagine that 80% of your body weight is on the front leg the entire time in this exercise. Now, in the HYPOXiX standing split, you're spending 1 repetition in the hinge and then 1 repetition in the upright position. So of course, some of the weight's gonna come off of your front leg when you do that. But I want you to visualize that 80% of the body weight is on that front leg, okay? Now, the right hand's gonna be behind the head. That's that HYPOXiX head stance that's pushing back into your hand as hard as you can. You're staring at your knee as hard as you can, meditating on your knee when you're in the hinge position. I want your knee stacked over your ankle, you know, creating a perpendicular tibia or lower leg to the ground, but it's also shooting a laser beam through your third toe, you know, so it's not here, it's not here, it's right in the center, ground resistance. Now it looks like this. I'm here, and then I'm upright here. So much in the glute, I know, intense. Now, when I come upright, I'm aiming for a panoramic view, which is just taking in a point on my right, a point on my left. I know it's a lot, it's quick, but if you can just relax the eyes every single time you come up, that's a good way to target that more balanced nervous system as you do the exercise. So again, it's forward, staring at the knee, and up. Nice and relaxed with the eyes. Always working the eyeballs because we gotta exercise those eyeballs as well. Now we're at a level 4 breathography, so we're integrating that 1 6-beat breath retention. It's a 4-6-4 breath retention formula. So 3 breath cycles, 4-beat hold, 6-beat hold, 4-beat hold, and we are pausing the movement on each of the engaged inhales. So let's go for it. Hand behind the head is back. Let's take it from our posture, zip up, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 1. Stare at the knee. Ground resistance, hiss, steer upright. Soft shish, flat shish. You're loosening your ab ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Pause, inhale. Feel the ribbon. Loosen your ab ribbon. You're holding 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Pause. Inhale. Inhale. Drain the air. You're holding 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Amazing, amazing work. I know, so intense. Now it's time to do it on the other side. So you can either rewind the video just about 60 seconds so we can perform the exercise together, or once you're skilled at the exercise, you can absolutely try it on your own. Just stay true to that tempo, frequency, intensity, and duration of each of your breathography breath cycles. You may choose to put a metronome on your phone at 60 beats per minute to stay with that slow tempo, that slow breath that's going to connect you more deeply to your core, your cognition, for sure, your nervous system, and your total body fitness.